September 29th, my mom's birthday. She had a big surgery over the weekend. If you saw on Instagram and Facebook, celebrating her birthday today. A little bit different birthday. Very glad that she's still here and still with us. And I won't go into a ton of details on the surgery, but it was pretty major. And I'm glad she was able to work her way through it, and that she had some amazing medical practitioners and people working with her. And so long road ahead, a lot of rehab, but happy she's still here. So with
Amanda
that,
says her nurses too, by the way, are going above and beyond to make her birthday like top notch.
Oh, good. Oh, that's great. Yeah, this is it's kind of a motivational piece for us, because when we think about the TOA workshop that we're doing live in November, it's built around disease and training clients with disease. And we are going to be presenting on training clients that have Parkinson's, that are using walkers or canes, that have arthritis, that have dementia. I mean, we have a whole varied background of different presenters. We also have fall prevention with Dawn Skelton. She's going to be zooming in from Scotland. Yeah, she'll be zooming in from Scotland with us to join us.
She's so cool.
She's so great.
I can't wait. If you haven't seen her,
She's
I
so
can't
much
wait
fun.
for you guys to see her. She's awesome.
Other than like Len Kravitz, who does all the exercise science presentations and eccentric training, she's one of the most exciting people on a topic that's maybe not terribly exciting to all, where when you hear them present, you're just captivated by like how energetic and how well they know their topic.
Passionate.
And you're just like, I can't not be excited about this. And so she's fantastic. I'm so happy. Couldn't have responded quicker either. When I was like, hey, would you speak at our event? Email, send. I got a like of an email, which I didn't know you could do that. She liked my email.
I know, how do you even do that?
And then I don't even know how to do it. I just saw that she liked it. And then within like 30 seconds, she was like, absolutely, put me on there. So excited to have her. My friend Greg Johnson, who is the IDEA Personal Trainer of the Year this year, just won that award. Shout out Greg if you're on Instagram and or on YouTube. And he's going to be there speaking on rotational training for rotational sport. So racquetball, tennis, golf, specifically for older populations. And then we have Jen's coming out. Jen Lesendorf's coming out from all the way from Wisconsin there, eh? She's going to come all the way out. And that was more Canadian, wasn't it?
They're close to the border.
They're close to the border.
I mean, they kind of get that little...
Maybe North Dakotan.
Yes.
Anyway, more Fargo. But she's going to come out. She'll be doing a 2-hour Parkinson's training, a little more like boxing and hand coordination training on Friday. And then on Saturday, she'll be speaking as well, kind of everything you need to know to working with our clients with Parkinson's disease. And then I'm going to be doing one specific on training clients with supportive devices, canes, walkers, wheelchairs, like how to kind of build to them if they are physically capable, just weak and they're physically capable of getting away from their assisted devices. We're going to be doing that one. And we have a huge troubleshoot at the end. This is always the hit every year when we get everybody, you've learned all this great stuff, and now we're going to throw mock clients up on the screen, and we spread everybody out across the room, and you get partners, and we put up big Post-it notes, and we're like, how are you going to train this client? And then we walk the room, and we troubleshoot, and we give everybody mics, and like, it's really fun. Yeah. It was by far, we've done this 3 times now, once at TOA Live and twice with FitBody, and it's by far the most liked thing that we do, because it's a live discussion of exactly what we would do and if that would work, and we kind of go back and forth. It's really solid. So I hope you'll join us. TOA Live. Link over here too. Yep, Key put the link in there for you. Instagram, you can go to the website, link in bio, check it out there. Also Instagram, we're gonna pop off here in just a few minutes so everybody can see the slides, because we have a whole presentation we're gonna do today. But if you click in the bio, you can see our YouTube link on there, and just pop over and join us over there, because Keegan and I are gonna be talking, should you exercise when you're sick? Yeah. And what to do if that's the case. So
back on the workshop, we did make note too that our in-person space is limited, because we really want to keep it as a small group. We want everybody to have that hands-on component at the end, have access to our presenters throughout the day. It's very hands-on, and in order to do that, we keep it small. So if you are interested, go get your spot now, because it will fill up and max out.
That's the one thing. I won't say names of any companies out there, but there are companies that host events where there's 1,000 people at it, And you're like, yeah, you could probably go up and talk to the presenter afterwards, wait in line, and you might get, a minute or so conversation. But in this case, we're going to have a whole day together. All the presenters, minus Dawn being on the other side of the world, they're all there all day long, and they hang out and they engage with us. And it's a very personal event. Yeah. And
lunch,
we have lunch together, shirts, tons of goodies. We've got a bunch of sponsors.
Amazing raffles. You cannot imagine the gifts that we get. People give us.
It's going to be really fun. And it's a highlight
really
every
amazing,
year.
That thing, can't quite think of the name of it, or it's amazing. It's like one of those things that really determines your longevity, and so you can test it really quick. And then,
Do you mean a dynamometer?
Oh my gosh. And
you wouldn't happen to mean like a $500 dynamometer from InBody, would you? That we got for free to raffle for free. For reals. Tell me that's not worth it. Somebody in there is walking away with that.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love mine. I mean, it's the coolest device ever. And then if you have an InBody scanner already, it connects to that. So anyway,
we get a lot of really great things, from educational books.
We have great people, tons of books, and muscle butter, and
snacks,
grippers, snacks,
jerky
foods, jerky. Keegan got us like 2,000 pounds worth of jerky.
Things. I mean, it's amazing.
We have lots of good stuff. Yeah. So you're going home. Everybody's going home with something more than just education. So that's going to be cool.
More than just education.
All right, Instagram. Instagram, if you want to pop over and join us,
do it now.
Click the link in the bio, head over to YouTube, and we're going to say goodbye to you here. And then YouTube, stick around. We're going to get the screen up and live and move Keegan over so we can all see her, and we will start talking about should you train when you're sick. All right, Instagram, peace. Love you guys. See you on the YouTube. All right, they are done. Do you want to share that up? That was a good piece for us there. And I'm going to share, and I'm going, oh no, wait, I'm already on it. I don't need to share it because I'm already on it. We just need to bring it back. Skadoosh, there we go. All right, medical disclaimers are made as we are going to talk medical jargon here about should you train. This is a perfect angle for you. You need to slide over. There you go.
They don't need to see me.
Yeah, we gotta see you. It's important. All right, next slide. Nope, next slide.
Snuggle up.
There we go. Okay, we're gonna be talking, there's my cuddle buddy. We're gonna be talking about, is it okay to exercise when you're sick? And the reason that we bring this up is we just had a pretty exhausting week. Both of us got pretty run down, and both of us got fairly sick. And I mean, not like the flu, but we're not feeling great. And the decision comes to me, do I want to get up and exercise resistance train like I normally would? Is that going to help me? Is it going to hurt me? Is it going to make life better? Make things worse, etc. So a real basic search on this to start off with the Mayo Clinic. Excuse me. The Mayo Clinic is it okay to exercise if you have a cold? And their feedback, along with majority of everybody else's, is this one here, below the neck, no. From the neck up, yes.
Below the neck meaning chest too?
Yeah, chest too. So we've always gone with, if it's from sternum down, if you're having digestive issues, exercise is really going to bug you, and nobody wants to,
Not that I'm anywhere near people who actually do this research, but I disagree. Go ahead, though.
I don't think anybody wants to get sick while they're exercising.
Oh no, not that part. I'm sorry. I got sidetracked.
You don't want to poo yourself. You don't want to throw up.
I agree with that.
You don't want to do that. So that's why we've always said, like, sternum down. Call it a day. Maybe you could do something that's like super low impact, a zone 1, zone 2 walk, kind of a thing.
I'm not risking it.
But
I like my gym clothes too much.
Really exert yourself and like push hard and get some high endeavor. Your body is trying very much so to heal itself and to fight off whatever you're fighting. And so if you're going to do something, we'll give you some guidelines for that. But Mayo Clinic, right out of the gate, so my throat's already cracking on me. Their advice definitely is, from the neck up, runny nose, nasal congestion, sneezing, sore throats, mild, etc. do walks, but don't do them at their highest intensity. And don't do it for very long. If their big concern is if you have a positive COVID-19 test or a proven positive flu test, not to do that with other people. So if you're going to exercise, don't go out with your buddies or don't go to the gym. Do like a home gym workout or go outside for a walk. Still not terrible to go and exercise per these standards of neck up. But outside of that, you wouldn't want to necessarily go, with your friends.
I wonder if they don't want people, like, if you have like chest congestion, like that's.
I always felt like that was, quite beneficial.
Yeah, me too.
In my opinion, it always did me a service to
it gets it
loosen
moving.
everything up. Yeah, and I actually wanted to. Sorry to be gross, but I wanted to hack and cough it all up and get it out. So I would tend to agree. I think that's the right option. At the same time, if you feel terrible, you know what I mean? You've got the chills and the shivers and you're like, I can barely get off the couch. Fever's a different story. Stay laying down, stay with that. But if you're just like, I've got a cough and I got a sore throat.
We don't get fevers very much in our house.
No, not really. I mean, of course, now that we've said it, we're going to get one. But not too much. All right, I'm going to bring this back up. Here is Houston Methodist. They just a little further research on this. They were basically supporting same idea, to keep a healthy body, have that. Check with your doctor first, but of course, from the neck up, seemed to be the safe rule of thumb. They talked to Dr. Brown on here. Be sure to listen to your body. Be mindful of how you feel. Runny nose, stuffy nose, nasal congestion, sneezing, mild sore throat, light headache, earaches, etc. Body weight cycling, swimming, jogging, body weight movements, anything to increase blood flow. Little exercise might even temporarily improve certain symptoms, they say, like nasal congestion.
Yeah.
However, if you feel worse after starting, it's probably best to stop. Okay, so definitely reading your body and how it feels. This goes a little further into if you skip a workout, you should be skipping it because you have fevers, body aches, chills, chest congestion, a persistent cough, nausea, vomiting, and or diarrhea. Exercise can be exacerbated chest congestion and gastrointestinal symptoms. And if you are exercising with a fever, significant fatigue, difficulty breathing, basically you're running down your immune system. It's trying to do the job and you're wasting that energy on something else, while trying to recover all at the same time. So
interesting. Yeah,
considerations there. And then how to modify your workout. They talk about low intensity, so doing something that's maybe a walking, jogging, yoga-esque intensity. During duration, don't push yourself half, if not a little bit less of how hard you would normally move, and then prioritize active recovery. Give yourself enough time to almost fully recover in between bouts. Your goal should be to be able to move and feel good that you did something, but you haven't wrecked yourself so much that your body needs to now put most of the energy into recovering from the workout you just did and not the sickness that you're going through. And then one more here, experience life by lifetime. This was another one. They interviewed a couple of different doctors for this. It's okay. And they had very similar feedback. Just wanted to give you one more look at it. There's a certain right amount, not too little, not too much, where you should feel like you gave yourself, a dose of exercise, get a little endorphin rush, help with some of the symptoms.
Little Goldilocks
outside of that.
action.
Yeah, the Goldilocks zone, exactly. And then there's their general guidelines, et cetera, et cetera. All right. So, oh boy, there's more. Listening to your body.
Yeah, when you were scrolling through earlier, I was like,
Their humble approach. That was their big one, is like if you're muy macho and you're like, I normally bench 225 for 10 and you only put 185 on there, like it's okay. Just humble understanding that you're not at 100%. This is not 100%. I've read even too that sometimes you became sick because your body was so run down from how hard you've been pushing it, that this is your body's way of saying yo, take a break.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know anything about that personally. That tends to happen to me every 2 months or so. So try to find some of those symptoms ahead of time and make sure you don't push to that point. But elevating your sleep. And I love how they call it sleep hygiene. I always think don't go to sleep dirty, take a shower beforehand. They just mean getting the 8 hours, have the routine, make it cool, dark, et cetera, all the things that kind of give you the best opportunities to sleep well.
No, we'll sleep right now.
I know, your downtime, this always happens. You start yawning. As soon as the cameras go on, you start yawning. It's the middle of the day.
It's the screen. The
12:32.
screen's like,
And they give you a little bit further information on here. Okay, kind of helps you through. All right, let's get to the good stuff and why we have the expert here with us. She's so good at this stuff. So Keeg, take us through. You're getting a little something. You're getting a little something. Or you've recognized that me or the kids, we're getting a little something.
Yeah.
What is your protocol? What are you now getting into?
Yeah.
As much as I obsess about my foot routine to take care of my feet, Keeg is very much so on this routine and has great advice. I'm not a tea drinker. I'm a cold tea drinker. But when I have a cold, I become a warm tea drinker. It's pretty much the only time I will drink it. But per her advice and a lot of honey, I can tolerate it, and it helps me quite a bit. So take it away, walk us through
on all the
these
good stuff.
a little bit while I wet my whistle over here.
So I'm walking through the house, and I hear one of the kids go. I go,
Oh boy, that was a
panic.
juicy one.
And I run to the little basket that has our vitamin stuff in it, and I grab a vitamin C, and they're the chews, and it's a 500 vitamin C. That's my first instinct.
Okay.
Then I run to the refrigerator, and I make something called fire cider. The recipe I use is modified from Mommypotamus is the name. Mommypotamus, and if you just type in Mommypotamus fire cider, you'll find it. And it has apple cider vinegar as the base. It's got horseradish root, ginger root, garlic root, lemon, rosemary, pepper. So many other things. I probably can't even remember them all. So many great things. All of those things individually are going to boost your system, but also like your immune system, but also by focusing on your digestive tract. So 70% of your immune system is in your digestive tract, in your intestines, your stomach, your small intestines, the colon, all of those things. And the more efficient you can make your digestion, the better. So also along with that, it is time to go and grab your really good probiotic. So you want to throw that in there as well. And those are like just instant things to help your body. Then, of course, every morning I already drink green tea. I drink a matcha, which is the green leaf tea. And if you want to get into that whole hubbub, is that it's the green tea leaf ground. And so you're getting not just extraction from the green tea leaf, you're getting everything that's built into the leaf, which is so much more than just pulling something out of it and having water go through a leaf. And it's slow, like the caffeine intake, even though it has a lot of caffeine, you don't feel jittery like you do with espresso or anything like that, because you drink the matcha.
Yeah.
And
I love it.
Yeah,
it's good stuff.
Amazing. And when you get a good one, it doesn't taste gross.
We've definitely tasted some bad ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to get the right one.
Yeah, you got to get a good one. Got to get a good one.
That's for sure.
So, of course I do that all day long anyways. Another thing we do is we go to the diffuser and we put in thieves and what's the other one we do? Thieves and something else. And I
like eucalyptus. I like it to smell.
And that is what I use.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Thieves and eucalyptus. Because eucalyptus is really good for your congestion. So eucalyptus will help break up all the chest congestion and everything that's in there. And then the thieves
makes me feel like I'm at the spa, like when you go into steam rooms, they always smell like eucalyptus. I love that.
Thieves is one of the oils that they used during the plague, like in the
what do you call it?
The 1910 flu epidemic or whatever kind of thing? In the Spanish flu, is that the 1910?
Spanish flu, something like that.
But before that, during the plague days and like Industrial Revolution type times, and they had those doctor masks that look like big bird beaks. Well, those big bird beak masks that they went on, they put this oil in there, but that also did not allow for, it was like kind of like a mask like this, except for the fact that you had good airflow in and out, but it didn't allow the airflow to go in as well as it allowed you to go out because it was curved. Anyways, that Thieves was in there. And it prevented the doctors from getting sick. I mean, it really works. It's amazing. You can make thieves rollers, but if you diffuse it, it goes throughout the whole house. Everybody's breathing it in, and we all get a boost to our immune system with that. Yeah. If it's sunny outside, we then go outside and we soak up the sun, like legit soak up the sun, barefoot on the ground for grounding. Because grounding, this is like also cool, but like our bodies in the environment are amazing to heal us. I mean, they are top notch. And the electrons in the ground and coming from the earth exchange with your body, and that's called grounding. That's like you're exchanging these electrons with the earth that grounds you. But in that, it like charges you and gives you fresh energy, fresh electrons, essentially a fresh charge to go about the day.
You guys you may hear that and you'll be like, go sit in the sun barefoot. That's mumbo jumbo.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too.
Yes.
I was super, super sick. And Keegan's like, you gotta go outside. And just to appease her, I'm just like, fine, like I will go out. So I go out, she's like, you gotta take your shoes off. I'm shivering, I'm miserable. Within 2 to 3 minutes, the sun had warmed me. My feet felt great on the ground. The response that my body had going through that was quite different than what I expected. And it wasn't like, an enlightening thing or anything. It was just, I felt a hell of a lot better by actually doing that. The sunlight and the direct sun, the wind, the breeze on your face, the idea that you're outside exposed to good energy and good light and all this, it just makes you feel better to not be sitting inside in darkness, wallowing in your sickness, which I have a tendency to do. I just want to be left alone. I want to just lay there and I want to do my cough drops and my tea and like just be miserable. But bringing outside, it lifts your energy, lifts your spirits, makes you feel a lot better. Yeah. And it works really well. It is
really well. You get away from all these fake lights. These fake lights do nothing to energize our body. And just like plants, I mean, plants literally, we all know, use the sunlight for energy. But the humans, we're the same way. We need that. So you eat vitamin D. And people think that like, oh, you get vitamin D from the sun, but you don't get vitamin D from the sun. You activate the vitamin D that you have within you with the sunshine. So the sunshine activates that is within you. So you have to eat the vitamin D, and then you have to go out into the sun to activate it. You can take all the supplements you want of vitamin D, and if you're not going to activate it, then you're not getting the benefit of that. Yep. So sunshine is really important, and exposing skin in there. I'll go out in a swimsuit. I'll make you take your shirt off, roll up our pants. I
go nude, fully.
There's actually important.
There's actually an argument to be made.
There's a whole movement. Yeah.
Throwing the legs up and...
We haven't got there yet.
Yeah, we're not...
Yeah, not there yet.
Not quite committed to that one just yet.
Yeah, we don't have enough walls around our place.
Apparently it's supposed to boost your testosterone, but...
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
All right, so we got grounding, we got sunshine.
Yep.
We got plenty of rest. Yep. So movement and gut health.
Fiber. So on that gut health, with the anything that is fermented, so whether you're doing kombucha, which is also a staple that we'll throw into the mix, and it's not a lot, we're talking like 4 to 8 ounces kombucha, or sauerkraut, anything like that you have fermented will help feed the good gut, and then you need to give it fiber. So you got to eat fruit, vegetables, smoothies, right? So if you've got a sore throat that does good with cold, you can throw in a smoothie in there. Put all the good nutrients that you don't want to consume elsewhere. Oh, one thing that is not on here, because it is not enjoyable. I mean, you think the fire cider is not enjoyable. We should make him do it live right now. Like, let's just put that on there.
No.
All right.
No.
It's great. You feel bad, you should take it.
I'm not. I feel great.
You don't feel great.
Complete 100%.
Take garlic.
This is the nastiest. This is the nastiest thing.
I told you. This works. This is amazing.
We don't kiss for 24 hours every time she does this.
Yeah.
Though I'm just like, whatever. We live together. We're getting sick either way. If I'm sick, she's like, I'm not kissing you. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. When I look better, we can then kiss. She does this thing with the garlic, and I'm like, I'm out. There's no other thing. She could kiss our dog and then be like, kiss me. And I'd be like, I love kissing you. I'm doing it. But if she says, I just did the garlic thing, I'm like, go brush your teeth 4 or 5 times, I'll consider it.
Okay, so garlic. You could, if you wanted to, just pop that garlic clove in your mouth and chew it up. And I don't recommend that because as awful as the other way is, this way will make you, like, it burns, like your stomach burns. The heat is unreal. But if you take the garlic, and we have one of those little trays, and we kind of go like this on our garlic, and it comes into like shreds, which is really nice. Not just chop, but you could chop. You need to chop the garlic or grate the garlic, and you need to let it sit for 10 minutes to activate the compounds in the garlic that are actually beneficial to you. If you just take it right and do that and you don't break that up, you're not getting as good a stuff. So what I do is I take a big full pump of my honey and I grate up the garlic and I put it in there and let it sit for 10 minutes and then scoop it all out in one big spoon and just down the hatch. And it's rough, but talk about, I mean, this stuff works. I wouldn't do it if it didn't work.
I don't doubt that it works. It's just gross.
Let's put it this way. I made it through an entire school year. I think it was like the last 2 days.
Volunteering in class.
In class,
4 or 5
came
kids
home
in
with
the car every
snot,
other day.
all these gross things.
Carpool, driving.
Without getting sick on these things. I mean, that's
I hardly
huge.
ever leave the house. I get sick like twice a month.
Because it doesn't get outside when the sun
Just
shines.
kidding. No, I do typically catch a cold at some point, you know, a good one like once a year. I get run down to the point where my voice starts to go away. I get a sore throat, you know, it's usually when I have to talk or coach a lot or we're doing a ton. In the last 5 days, we feel like we've done 3 weeks worth of stuff between running back and forth with my mom, birthday parties, chickens, dogs, car accidents, everything else that's been going on in our life. We've totally forgot about the car accident. I was telling George about it.
When did that happen?
I was like, Friday?
Oh, was that Friday?
Yeah. We're out there, you know, helping people get out of cars and directing traffic.
Yeah, we weren't
right in
in
front
an
of our house.
accident.
Yeah, we weren't in it, but just lots of stressors. And we just woke up Saturday morning with everything feeling run down.
Yeah. I think that what we forget too is like our bodies are made to be healthy. They want to be healthy, just like a virus wants to flourish and wants a healthy body to take a host. It's not gonna, you know, if your body sucks and it can't live or bacteria can't live in there, it doesn't want to kill the host. The virus and the bacteria want the host to survive and for them to consume off of it. But our bodies are amazing at fighting these things. And when set up for success and you give them the right thing, you give them organic foods, you give them 30 whole grams of fiber a day, you give the appropriate amount of protein to be able to build themselves, the hydration. We're chronically dehydrated society, myself included. I'm not good at it. So it's like when you set yourself up for this, you can fight off a lot of things, of things. And I know that so many people out there have had very different experiences with COVID and varying for many different reasons. I just know that in our house, it was a blip on the radar.
Yeah, we handled it. And we all got it multiple times, at least twice, all of us, and we handled it very well.
It was very much a blip on the radar. And I feel like because we do these things, the minute any of us are sick, the kids know. We have a roller that's called Sniffle Ease from Young Living. And it is a whole kind of like a Vicks vapor rub, but supernatural. And we put that on the kids' chest. We put it on their feet with a pair of socks.
It's not supernatural. It's super, it's a natural product.
Yes. Yeah, sorry.
We got it from the Ghostbusters. Yes. It's supernatural.
And they heal well. Yeah. I mean, we all heal well.
You know, what would make this argument for us in this approach is if you could have like a score sheet that shows every time you were about to get sick and your body deflected something away, you're like, there's one time I didn't get sick, right? One time I didn't get sick, another time I didn't get sick. If you could do a score sheet that would support that versus not doing these practices and how many times you do get sick, you know what I mean? That's where, because we're not experiencing it, we take it for granted of like, oh, it must just be good health. You know, I must have just got lucky. I wasn't around anybody. If you're around people, you're exposed to all kinds of germs, especially if you're in hospitals, schools, gyms. They're some of the worst cesspools ever because that's where everyone is. And especially a hospital or in the school, those kids aren't gonna, be like, hey, I don't feel great today. I might have a temperature. I'm gonna stay home. And then tomorrow, once the symptoms all hit them, they've already exposed a bunch of people,
Yeah.
right? You're in the hospital, everybody's sick. You're in the gym, people don't know they're sick. They're just having a bad workout. And the next day, here
They're
come the
sick.
symptoms.
Yeah.
You're exposed to all this stuff all the time. So our defense system to be able, because we do all this, because we're constantly hydrating, doing the fiber, doing the vitamin C juice, all these things. And I probably do, honestly, I don't know, 2/3 of the things that Keegan actually practices on a regular basis, maybe half. And I still have the better successes than I've had at any other point in my life.
Did you know that I have heard, now I haven't fully vetted this, okay, but I've heard that when
Is it tinfoil hat time? Are we?
No, I don't think
No?
it's simple. I'm not
Okay.
quite there yet.
Okay.
I mean, no. I have heard that like when you're close proximity to somebody and you're exposed and then you're breathing out, hello, you we're exchanging antibodies. So we're boosting each other's system. We're exchanging the microbiome. And so if I have a good microbiome and I have good things built in there that are helping.
Great microbiome. Maybe not the best DNA. Maybe not the best genetics.
But you can share that.
Yeah.
It's from what I surfacely.
So let's wrap this up a little bit in terms of.
Oh, last thing.
Yeah.
Okay, for those
the
of you
bonus.
that don't
Yeah.
want to actually go and do any of these things that sound amazing.
What is a neti pot? Take us through that.
Neti pot is those little things where you put the water that's it's like room temperature but purified with the salt dish pack, and then you can like tilt the neti pot. We have the bottle that is pressurized, so you can just squeeze it up in the nostril. It goes up, it cleans out the sinuses, and then it gets exited out the other side.
If you haven't done this, when I watched her and I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this. My nose is not going to like this. My brain's not going to like this. I did it. Number one, I was very surprised the amount of stuff that came out of my head. Number two, damn, it felt better. Like way better.
Yeah.
We'll do it in the shower now, because especially if you're like sick, there's lots of stuff coming out. It's not pretty. No. And you probably don't want it like in your sink or your kitchen sink. Not a bad idea to do it in the shower.
Yeah.
So a partner helps out, when you're ready, bring that in.
The water is not hot, you will burn
Oh yeah, you'll burn the
inside.
shit out of your brain. So
It has to be like, we boil
a
it.
little more than room temperature.
Yeah, we boil our water and then it just sits, and
Let
then
it
when it's cooled, you put it in there. And if it's too cold, it will hurt really bad as well. So room temperature. But there's also...
That's a big one I believe in. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, you can go down to the store and get something called, I don't know, X-Clear.
It's like pre-mixed, right?
It's kind of similar. It's got a little something else in it. I forget what it specifically has in it, but you just spray it up in your nose and it kind of mixes itself and kind of dehydrates anything that's up in there.
Wow.
And then you can like blow your nose later. But that's, I mean, like if you're exposed, like
but it
let's
doesn't
say,
like run out like this.
you'll want to blow your nose, but it's not a water. It's like just a spray, like an allergy spray kind of thing. But you would, like let's say you're with somebody and then you're like, you leave and you go, oh man, that person, that's awful.
Who's that? Yes, we can see your comments, crazy banana. Banana. Yes, we can see. We got lots of hearts. Thank you. We must be hitting on a topic that they like.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. So you focus. So if you're with somebody and you're like, oh God, my God, that person was so sick. That was awful. I really hope I don't get that. Just keep a little bottle in your car. Just hit it up on your way home, and that will kind of, anything that is in there will just go away.
And at the same time, like you want to allow your gut, your microbiome, and your body's natural immunity to be tested. And every time it's tested in exposure, you grow a little bit stronger. So that's where you don't want to wear gloves and a mask all the time. If you're sick, then try not to, sharing is caring is not the best at that moment. That's when you want to keep it all to yourself. But the rest of the time, those natural exposures are only helping you get stronger. So that's good.
It, we also, our immune systems, like you have multiple parts, right? The one that kind of comes and goes, and the one that is built forever. If you're ever exposed to that pathogen again, you have the antibodies stored there, and then your body will be like, oh, that's it, and it will start making them. And so when you expose yourself, when you are exposed to these these germs around, you are building this great immune system, which is one reason, controversial I know, I don't use hand sanitizer. And I make our kids wash their hands in non-antibacterial soap, but good scrubbing. They're still getting off all the things and they scrub for the appropriate period of time. But when you use hand sanitizer or antibacterial soap, this is your first line of defense, is the microbiome that you also have on your hands. It's all over your skin is bacteria. And that bacteria, when you touch other things, is crowding out all the bad stuff. And it's your flora, your microbiome that's on there, your bacteria. So it's crowding out all the bad stuff, so then it's not all over you when you're touching it, you're not putting it in your mouth. But when you use hand sanitizer, you're stripping your hands of all of that good bacteria that's there to fight off all the bad stuff you're touching. And so you're kind of leaving yourself exposed. You took your first line of defense away. And so I know that there are areas where you cannot avoid it. It's like in hospitals, and when you're going from room to room, the people who work there have to do it, and I totally get that. But if you have the option when you walk home to wash your hands, you're in the bathroom at a place and you can go in and wash your hands versus using hand sanitizer, wash your hands. Yeah. Preserve yourself.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. You can see this is an area, I think this is a bot, so easy on that. This is an area of expertise that Keeg, she made this and is an awesome, awesome kind of guideline little image that you can think about every time you're sick. Let's talk about the workout itself now. So Saturday, not feeling great. I'm like, what am I going to do? I'm kind of going through this. I'm like, first off, I go, this could be a good topic. So I start putting together all those screen grabs and everything. I wanted to talk about this when we got here.
I'm not a bot.
But the workout itself became something completely different for me because I knew I was not up to par. I wanted to do something. So I'm like, okay, what was I planning on doing? I had about 5 exercises scheduled out that I wanted to do. I picked 2 of them, whatever the intensity was and the total work volume. I cut it down to about 2/3, but I took the same amount of time that I would have taken to do the entire workout. So my workouts are normally about 45 to 50 minutes. And I did about, I would say maybe half, if not 40% of what I was going to do in that entire time frame. So when I got done, I was still happy. I did some bench press. I did some goblet squats, and I did some, shoulder raises, something like that. And just something where I was like, I feel decent about getting up, moving around. But normally I would be done with all that in about 20 minutes. It took me 45. Lots of active recovery, lots of downtime in between. And then I was, I felt okay. Went through the whole day. Yesterday, woke up, same feeling. Like I'm still not feeling quite 100%. What am I going to do today? I set up a deadlift ladder. And I just said, I'm going to set this up. Deadlift ladder, I've got like 2 16s, 2 20s, 2 24s, et cetera, all the way up. And I'm like, I'm just going to 5, 5, 5, 5, and then I'll rest 4 or 5 minutes and then do it again and then do it again. I went through that 5 times. It took me 45 minutes. By the time I'm done, I'm like, I've done 125 deadlifts. I feel taxed. I feel like my body got some stress, but I did it over 45 minutes or so. So I never really got to a point where I'm like, man, I'm wiped out. I'm gassed. My body had the ability to kind of recover and then go and recover and go. And just active recovery times, I'd work on mobility. I was watching a TV show while I was doing it. Like it was just kind of a mellow, experience while I go through the workout. And I think that's a great way. By today, when I woke up, I'm like, all right, I'm about 80%. I boosted up to about 80% of my workout. Still got a very good one in, felt confident about it. Tomorrow I'll be able to do my ruck. And then I think Wednesday, kind of be able to be back to like a full speed, 100% effort in the weight room, pending I'm feeling good. And that's kind of a way you can address this is whatever percent you were to put your feelings on. I'm feeling about 40% today, do about 40% of your regular workout. If you're feeling 60%, do 60% of your regular workout. Like, pace that out, but really try to spread it to the normal amount of time you would typically do that whole workout in. And that will pace you to where you don't overexert yourself and have this kind of be a negative return. But that is to say, we're saying sternum up, neck up, whichever one you want to follow here. Those cases, you're not fevered, you're not chilled. It's just, I feel gunky in my head, my chest. I'm coughing a little bit, whatever it might be. Give that a try. whatever percentage you are, fill that time, give it a go. And then hopefully in a couple of days, you'll really start to feel better and be able to improve from there. Any last words, Mrs. Lingle?
Don't even worry about it. Yeah.
All right. I think we're going to wrap there. I got a heckler.
Yeah.
All right. Instagram is appreciated. Instagram, we appreciate you popping over, joining us. We're here, YouTubers. Appreciate you being here. And head over to the website, trainingtheolderadult.com. You can check out TOA Live, check out Select, all the other services that we offer. And I think that's it on our end. Any comments from you?
No,
Good to go?
I have no comments.
All right, gang.
I'm okay being quiet.
All right, everybody. We're going to let you go. Have a great day. We appreciate you. Until next time, continue to fight your good fight against